Hello, it's Nikki and welcome back to 10 ways I can help you with your visibility. These are supposed to be little mini prompts. This is not like a step-by-step how-to guide, but simply things that you can pick and choose from and say, yeah, I'm not doing that, or, oh, how would that work for my business? So if you haven't seen part 1, do go back, it's there. And let's crack on, starting with number 6 today. Number 6, give people more of what they want. Really pay attention to what people respond to and really lean into your way of doing it. I knew that and this works so brilliantly for some coaches. There was definitely a theme, a time where people would have beach vlog kind of intro videos. You know, they'd be sort of walking down the beach, staring at the sunrise or the sunset, kind of kicking the waves. And I know if I did, and they would sort of look like they were in like a high-end music video. And I know if I did that, people would be like, what's she doing? Because it wouldn't feel aligned and authentic to me. Also, I'd be like, oh, have I got enough sun cream on? Like, I don't want to get burnt here. And I've discovered when I sit and I just tell stories like that, that's what helps people. And one of the biggest pieces of feedback I guess I've had over the years is you say things in a different way. You don't talk like a typical coach, or the way that you said that, I've never heard it said in that way before. And that was really useful. Brilliant. Great. So I'm going to do more of that. Giving people what they want is a really a great fast track to getting clients, customers, opportunities. And for me, you know, when I've been invited onto panels, you know, you have to remember that people are casting a panel and they want different flavors in there. And so understanding what your flavor is, what your contribution, what people are expecting from you is a great use of your time. Okay. I've got mega notes here. Let's go. Number 7. Ooh. Be safe, be reliable, and full of integrity. Show up for your customers' success. This is so key. So key. There are so many people who are in, out, shake it all about. I've seen it with actors over the years, like, oh, I love that casting director. Oh no, he didn't give me the job. Now I'm not friends with him anymore. And they take that baggage in. Or a client inquires with them, and then something happens and, you know, they need to start next month instead of this month. And it's like, well, you know, you have to do it now. And I had a similar thing with a coach that I want to work with. I've had to delay the process a bit, and she was so lovely. And it was so I know that I will work with her because of that moment. If she had made me feel like pushed in a corner, or feeling like, not pushed in a corner like physically, but like emotionally, as in made me feel smaller, like I'd made the wrong decision or what I was doing, it just wouldn't have felt right. And making a decision that you're going to be there for the long term, this has changed my 20-year career. If I was like, I'm in, out, shake it all about, or I'm only there when it suits me, it doesn't work like that. It's those daily steps, those things that you do. Also, many of your clients are, I'm going to say it, they're feeling a bit lost, a bit overwhelmed, maybe exhausted, maybe confused, maybe they've got self-doubt, and they need encouragement. They need taking care of. They need somebody who's going to ease them through the process. And so you have the opportunity to do that. So if you do have the opportunity, feel free to do that. Number 8, expect a yes, or someone is about to email you. How you show up in terms of your visibility. And again, this is not about being arrogant or full of yourself or any of those things that people might assume that it is. This is about being your full-bodied self, your expert version, where you own the fact, and I know this, like maybe I don't know you personally, but I would bet money on the fact that you are a hard worker, that you have done, this is not like your day one on the planet. You've studied, you've grafted, you've met adversity, you've had to be resilient, you've dealt with tough stuff, you've had successes also, you've had those payoffs in your life. And people want that version of you, not the one who is small talk or just kind of, blending in. That thing of when people have stuff to sell and they go on Instagram stories and they're like, hi, I'm just popping on just to, it's like, tell me about your product. I bet it's amazing. Tell me exactly what it is and who it helps, because I might want to buy it. So show up. And if you need to work out how you do that or how you set yourself up for that success, go back to part 1, because I really talk about this. Visibility is that muscle that you build, and it's integral in terms of growing your business. And the quicker that you can find something that works for you or a rhythm that you can keep to, the better it's going to be. We have so many routines in our lives that we do consciously or subconsciously that we know just work for us. We often have this thing called Friday night dinner, where it's like and we started it mainly in lockdown, where we would have something a bit extra special on a Friday. And that really worked for our family because we weren't going out, we had young kids at home. So Friday night didn't necessarily have that Friday feeling, but that routine of like, it's Friday, great. That was a lovely thing that worked. It's the same with your visibility. It's considering what you want to do and how it can feel really great for you. And also expecting that around the corner, all your hard work is going to pay off really quickly. Someone's going to email you, somebody's going to see your post, somebody's going to go, oh, brilliant. Oh, that offer's still on. Excellent. I've been wanting to buy that and then I got distracted and I was going to do it. Now I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to pay you. Number 9, stories, reliability, connection. I think it's so easy in terms of visibility to hide behind a glossy, lovely personal brand. You can have a beautiful website, you can have things flying in, you can have copy that makes you sound like a badass, you can have amazing high definition photos that make you look like a supermodel. But alongside that, because we all want to do those things, alongside that, can we see you? Can we feel you? And I do this a lot in my press play sessions, that sometimes people are hiding behind the beautiful aesthetic of it all. And actually what they need to do is step forward and add that you-ness, that real life in person. Because also I know from 10 years of data, my coaching clients have not come really from like a sales funnel. They've come in the most unconventional ways, from weddings, from like my auntie talking to her friend and then her daughter booking with me, or a hairdresser, or an event that I did, or whatever. So many different ways. And that is exciting. And I love that feeling of expansion and possibility and opportunity in terms of your business. And so make sure we can feel you, of course, with boundaries that suit you, but make sure you is in there. And I love it when people meet me in real life, because they're like, oh, you're exactly the same. It's like, yep, I'm exactly the same. Sometimes people think I'm a bit taller, but I'm not. I'm 5'2". And finding, like, moving the dials essentially from your online presence to your in-person personality, making them this close, it's golden. And people will feel that too. Number 10, picturing the struggle and being able to resolve it. I'm not talking about doing sleazy, toxic marketing here. I'm not talking about that, because people will be like, get to their pain points. No, I'm not doing that. But this came very much from when I started my podcast. And I was still like so blown away in the first couple of months, like, oh my goodness, people are listening to it. People are messaging me about this podcast. It's happening. It's in people's ears. And one of the things about the podcast was that I know it myself because I'm a big podcast fan myself. It's a deeply intimate experience, and you never quite know as a podcast host where you're going to meet that person, or as a listener, sometimes I've had moments where I'm like, ooh, that is exactly what I needed to hear today. Or sometimes some episodes have absolutely landed with me and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think I needed that, but right, okay. And I get that sort of aha moment, that clarity, and it's amazing. It's amazing when those things happen. And the messages that I used to get were very intimate. I'm going to leave my husband. I'm going to start my business. Makes me cry. I can't do this anymore. I'd given up hope, and now I've found like there might be a way. And those messages were so full of emotion for them and for me. And it's a reminder again that lots of people, going back to my earlier point, that lots of people feel quite lost at times, or lonely, or distressed, or all of the things. And if you have something that can really help and support somebody, wouldn't it be amazing to be able to give these people what they need? And I know this as a paying client, that the amount of times where I'm like, oh, thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. That person knows the answer that I have been struggling with and wrestling with for so long. That person knows the answer, and now I know the answer. And that feels amazing. So I hope this visibility two-parter has been useful, and I would love to know from you what you're going to take away from it. And this is your accountability space. You can leave a comment down below. You can DM me. You can message me via my website. It just comes to me, nobody else. And I would love to hear what you're going to do. Maybe what you've forgotten about. What was a lovely reminder for you of like, do you know what? I used to do this thing. I'm going to do more of that. I don't know why I got involved with the pointing thing. I just need to write blog posts. Great. Do that. It will be great for you. It will be great for you. If you need help with your content, your strategy, your visibility, come on over. You know where I am. You can go to my shop and get a digital online resource, or you can work with me one-on-one. I would love to help you, love to support you, and get those visibility muscles out and about and get you the results that you want in your business. Lots of love. Do subscribe, do follow along, tell your pals, and I'll see you next time. Bye.